We have a disabled veterans program called Hunts for Heroes. The Arizona Elk Society and the Arizona Game and Fish Department are partnered in this joint venture.
With the ideal of starting a hunting program for our wounded veterans coming back from overseas. We had no idea how fast this program would take off or how far it would go in the first year.
We have many volunteers and outfitters participating, all coming together to help heal wounded veterans through hunting and the outdoors.
The Hunts for Heroes program is made possible through the Arizona Game and Fish Department Tag Transfer Program. So how the process works is that if a hunter has been drawn for a big game species and he cannot use his tag, he's allowed to donate that tag back to a qualifying organization. The Arizona Elk Society is a qualifying 501c3 organization eligible to use these tags.
The selection process with these heroes for the various hunts is based on their abilities, the terrain, the difficulty of the hunt, and so on. We then match the hero to the best hunt for the best success and enjoyment. The tag could be for a deer, could be for an elk, could be for a bear, could be for an antelope, could be for anything in Arizona that is legal to hunt. After we go through an extensive interview with the heroes, we then choose a hunt for them. The big game tag is then transferred to the disabled veteran for the hunt. The Arizona Elk Society works with many different outfitters and volunteers to make sure the hunt is a great experience for the veterans.
So after being injured by IEDs in combat, having to come back and put up with different doctor's appointments, rehabilitation, therapy, I never really felt connected after all that until I started getting into these outdoor programs like Hunts for Heroes. Since then, I've actually seen a difference in my not only morale, but just connection with people in general.
I've never really been a hunter before. I started getting into archery after I got out of the Marine Corps in 2005 and never really got to go hunting. And I really appreciate the Arizona Elk Society giving me the opportunity to go out and actually hunt an elk, to hunt period. It was a great time. I loved everything that I did. I'm going to continue taking my kids, try to get them into hunting, and possibly even my wife. And Arizona Elk Society did a great job, had everything set up perfectly. And I wouldn't do anything else differently.
It's a healing process for these warriors, not just in their minds, but in their hearts and spirit.
When I got medevaced out of Iraq as a combat medic, coming back to the civilian life and getting used to that was unnatural, and I felt very isolated and alone. This was such a great program, and it was so beneficial, and the guys were so gracious and so awesome. I could gush over them all day. That any wounded warrior that thinks that they might want to do the Hunts for Heroes, I totally think that they should. It was very, very awesome.
The Hunts for Heroes program would not be the success it is without the work of partners. Our partnerships are always important to the Arizona Elk Society. The Game and Fish Department is one of our major partners. This program that they've put together for wounded warriors is what makes our Hunts for Heroes successful. This just wouldn't happen without partnership of people in the hunting and fishing community.
Ever since I came back from downrange, like many other soldiers and service members, I had trouble sleeping, whether you call it part of PTSD or part of the traumatic brain injury. When I was up at camp, at the hunt camp up there in the strip of northern Arizona, the second and third night, I slept like a rock. Woke up refreshed. Some of the best nights for me since I came back in 2009. Later on that day, got me a muley. Yep, 172 measurement, 172. Thanks to Mr. William Carter for letting me have his tag that he waited 17 years for to get. Mr. Carter, thank you very much.
Our volunteers are incredibly enthusiastic about the program. They are constantly contacting us to sign on as guides, camp cooks, camp help, packers, etc. They say it is so rewarding to be able to give back to these heroes who are having sacrificed so much for our freedoms.
I think the one thing that we did not expect is the satisfaction level achieved by our volunteers working with these veterans. Everyone that's been involved with these hunts has come back and let us know how satisfying it was to see these veterans in the outdoors fighting peace with the activities that they either once did or are starting to do for the first time.
So I highly recommend it to anybody, especially veterans out there. If you've even never hunted before or you hunted all your life, give it a chance. Everyone that's been involved in this program, from Dave, who I've never even met, just talked to over the phone, to the guide that I've spent the last few days with, phenomenal people, and I'd love to come out and do it again. Man, I can't thank everybody enough for the opportunity to be out here.
With my injuries, I just fell into a black hole, and it took me a long time to dig my way out of it. It's a great program filled with genuine people who really care about our veterans, who want to see us succeed in life and in recovery. Getting out in the outdoors is great for veterans, and for me personally, I felt it really allowed me to rediscover the fact that I can still get out there and do something I really love, which is getting into the outdoors.
And I got an elk out of it, and it was very peaceful. It was like the first time that I was able to just take a deep breath and relax and be with people that care.
The volunteers and everyone in this program are so enthusiastic. It's very exciting.
When I read the thank you letters from the veterans participating in our program, I know the program works. The letters are filled with emotion and thanks.
Everybody, all the hunters and Elk Society and everybody had something to do to put this program together. Once again, I tip my hat off to you gentlemen. And what I do highly suggest as well, if there's any other veterans that want to experience an awesome feeling and get in touch with their inner self again, I invite you to and challenge you to go on one of these hunts. And I guarantee you, you will reconnect with your inner self. They make you feel like family. And it's an awesome feeling.
If you're a veteran and would like to be involved in this program, just go to the Arizona Elk Society website and click on Hunts for Heroes.